Russia has killed twice as many in Mariupol than Nazi Germany did. Mayor.
Here's a summary of the article.
As Russia's war of aggression in Ukraine sets to enter its 11th week, Mariupol Mayor Vadim Boychenko said the death toll among its civilians has already doubled the amount caused by German Nazis over a 2-year stretch during World War II. Boychenko didn't mince words Saturday in his claims. In 2 years, the Nazis killed 10,000 civilians in Mariupol. And the Russian occupiers in 2 months, more than 20,000 Mariupol. More than 40,000 people were forcibly deported, Boychenko stated. Boychenko used words like racists to describe the worst his city's residents have ever, saying forcible deportations have already illegally deported as many Mariupol residents as Hitler's troops during the years of occupation. There has not been an accurate number of civilians killed in Mariupol since the war began in late February. Mariupol is a strategic seaport along the Azov Sea, and also the scene where a drama theater sheltering children and women was bombed by Russian artillery. The deputy mayor of Mariupol, Sergei Orlov, said up to 1,200 people sought refuge in that theater. Ilya Ponomarenko, a defense reporter for the Kyiv Independent, tweeted at the time, "It's a miracle civilians that were hiding in a basement at the drama theater in Mariupol survived the airstrike." Ponomarenko added, "They are getting evacuated from underneath the ruins."
This post received a score of 24,000, with an upvote ratio of 89%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Sorry, he did mean killed in Mariupol specifically, right? Like everyone is arguing about this in absolute terms, but the article specifically mentions the 2-year German occupation of that place in World War II.
Yeah, and he likely right. The Germans moved through the area fairly quickly. Less sustained fighting, less deaths.
Also, the world population in 1945 was something like 1/3 or 1/4 of what it is today. Not sure of Mariupol specifically, but it's probably similar. So math and all you know.
221,000 in 1939, reduced to 85,000 in 1943 according to Wikipedia. 431,000 last year, about twice as much as before WW2.
Wow, I had no idea they had killed 20,000 in one city alone. That's huge numbers. All civilians? If that's accurate, that's catastrophic.
That's so fucking sad and disgusting. My college has about 20k students, and to think all of them dying in 2 months. It's hard to even comprehend two atrocities going in right now.
Don't forget it's only estimate they have been occupied and blockaded by Russia since like week 2 of that useless war. The true number is probably higher than that. Shame on Russia and Putin, but he probably doesn't care. It fit well with his propaganda. The West hate Russia, that's the only truth coming out of his mouth.
Well, this is one of the easiest threads I've seen to identify posters who fail at reading comprehension and didn't take 10 seconds to read the first sentence of the article to clear up their misunderstanding.
Mariupol Mayor Vadim Boychenko said the death toll among its civilians has already doubled the amount caused by German Nazis over a 2-year stretch during World War II. Fuck Putler and those who support him.
What is with the obsession with tying Hitler and Putin together? The whole Putler thing seems childish to me. Hitler and Putin are two very different authoritarian leaders. TBH, I don't see hardly any apt comparisons between them. If anything, Putin is much more like Stalin, just less intelligent and far more paranoid. We shouldn't be renaming these bloodthirsty tyrants in association with others though. Tie their names directly to the crimes they've committed.
It just sounds corny as fuck to me.
Like the classic N+ gate for any fucking scandal not even vaguely similar to Watergate.
I fucking hate gate as a suffix. It'll only be worth it when there's a scandal about a gate that'll be called Gategate. Or if another scandal at the Watergate Hotel happens and we just call it Watergate Gate.
In Australia about 10 years ago there was a big scandal about a top football agent who had sex with an underage girl in a hotel room and was caught on video. The agent's name was Ricky Nixon. This is the only scandal I can think of where a gate suffix would be defensible, and it's the only fucking scandal I can remember where it was not applied. It's the Australian media's greatest failure.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.